Hey, welcome. Today, we're going to dig into a huge economic idea that honestly is running in the background of every single decision you make. We're talking about opportunity cost, and trust me, once you really get it, you'll start to see your choices in a totally new light.
All right, so let's dive right in and challenge something we all think we know. What something costs. Because in economics, the real cost of a choice, well, it usually has almost nothing to do with the price tag you see. Okay, let's make this super personal, right now. Just think for a second. To be here, listening to this for the next few minutes, what did you just give up? I mean, maybe you could be scrolling Instagram, or starting the next episode of that show you're binging, or maybe just grabbing a few extra minutes of sleep. You definitely sacrificed something.
And yep, that's it. That thing you just pictured, that next best thing you could be doing with your time, that is the real cost of being here. See, you just felt the exact idea we're about to unpack.
So what do we call this? What's the name for this concept? It's called opportunity cost, and it's all about figuring out the value of the road you didn't take.
So here's the classic, textbook definition, but the words that really matter here are next best alternative. This isn't about all the thousands of other things you could have done. Nope, it's just about the single most valuable thing you gave up.
To put it another way, opportunity cost is all about looking past the money you can see leaving your wallet and focusing on the invisible opportunity that you just lost. It's a total shift in perspective from what you pay to what you lose out on. And this is a really key distinction. You see, an accountant, they look at the accounting cost. That's the cold, hard cash going out the door. But an economist sees the bigger picture, the opportunity cost. That includes the cash, sure, but it also includes those hidden or implicit costs, the value of what you gave up. And that's the true cost of using your resources.
Check out this example. It makes it super clear. Imagine an entrepreneur who owns their office building. They might look at their books and say, "Sweet, my rent is zero." But an economist would step in and say, "Hold on. The opportunity cost is the thousands of dollars in rent you're giving up every month by not leasing this place out to someone else."
So, why do we even have to think this way? Why does opportunity cost exist at all? Well, it all boils down to the most fundamental problem in all of economics: scarcity. The simple fact that we have limited stuff, time, money, energy, but our wants are pretty much unlimited. This quote just nails it. Because your time is scarce, your money is scarce, every choice you make to do one thing is, by definition, a choice not to do something else. And that's why every single decision we make has a cost, a real cost, even if not a single penny changes hands. Now here's something really important. You have to be careful not to mix up opportunity cost with something called a sunk cost. A sunk cost is gone. It's money or time you've already spent that you can never get back. It's in the past. Opportunity cost is all about the future. You know, making decisions based on sunk costs is a classic trap. It's that feeling of, well, I've already invested so much in this failing project, I can't stop now. That's letting the past dictate your future. Bad move. So how can we actually use this to make better choices? Well, the framework is actually pretty straightforward, but it's so powerful. When you're at a crossroads, just do this. 1. Figure out all your real options. 2. Compare what you'd get out of each one. And 3. Pick the one with the biggest payoff, which is just another way of saying, pick the one with the lowest opportunity cost. Okay, let's zoom out now, because this idea scales up like crazy. This isn't just some abstract thing for your personal life. It applies to everything, from the cash in your wallet all the way up to the halls of government. You're making these calculations all day, every day, probably without even realizing it. That hour you spend studying for an exam, the opportunity cost is the hour you could have spent with friends. The $5 you drop on a coffee, its opportunity cost is what that money could have been doing in your savings account. And in the world of business, man, this is the whole game. When a company decides to pour millions into a new factory, they are also deciding not to pour that same money into a huge marketing campaign. When you choose a high-stress, high-paying job, you are actively giving up the potential job satisfaction you might find somewhere else. Then you get to the highest levels, like government, and they are constantly wrestling with massive opportunity costs. $1 billion spent on defense is $1 billion that can't be spent on healthcare, or education, or fixing roads. Every single policy is a giant trade-off. And get this one idea is actually the engine behind all of global trade. It's a concept called comparative advantage. Basically, countries specialize in making whatever they can produce at the lowest opportunity cost, and then they trade with everyone else. It literally shapes our world economy. So let's bring this all home. Thinking about opportunity cost isn't just some boring homework assignment from economics class. It's a mental model. You could almost call it a superpower that lets you see the hidden reality behind every single choice you make.
And that really brings us full circle, doesn't it? The real lesson here is that economics isn't just about what we pick, it's just as much about what we consciously decide to leave behind.
And that's the big takeaway. Understanding opportunity cost makes the invisible visible. It literally trains your brain to see those paths you're not taking, which means you can make choices that are more intentional, more thoughtful, and, at the end of the day, just better.
So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. The very next choice you make today, whether it's big or small, what's the true cost? What are you actually giving up? Once you start asking that question, I promise you will never look at your decisions the same way again. Thanks for listening.